Let's work out. My life, man. Alright, let's get our mat out. It's cold. I'm happy you're here, friends. We'll do our best to enjoy the process. Up now for today's workout. It is Tuesday, so let me pull up my tablet and we'll figure out what the schedule looks like. Family frenzy, dip up workout. Let's just change. This is going to be day. Yeah, let's erase that. No, I used to be able to like live stream this tablet. That was sick. Back in my glory days. I'm getting cold because we haven't started moving yet. Let's just duplicate it. What's our demotivation of the day? Baby, it's too freaking cold outside. Go to bed. That's literally what we're gonna write. Baby, it's too cold outside to lift, bro. I'll just lead off like a tool. Alright. I'll roll out our mat. And see where this lovely adventure can take us. But hey friends, I hope you're doing well. This is our first time working on Chicago with actual weights. Our sea shipment from Tokyo arrived, and that's why this is all here. But I'm in a screen-in porch, which is also my temporary storage unit, and we're going to roll out the mat and try to lift some stuff and be healthy. And it should be fun to the best of our ability. But if you are hanging out and you're here for the first time, you could literally ask me anything. I'd love to get to know you a little bit better, friend. Let's see. All messages. There we go. What? There's 4 people here? Crazy. What are you doing? Why are you hanging out on my screen porch at 10:30 at night in Chicago when it's freaking cold? So stupid. I'm shivering. I mean, I normally run in this, but I've like took too long to get going because I fought with a GoPro forever. Probably thinks that my account's getting hacked. Yo, Justin, what are you doing over there? Well, hey friends, welcome to Dad Bod. This is my fitness content. I normally do pretentious engineering stuff, but we just moved from Tokyo to Chicago. We're living with the in-laws on our transition, and our sea shipment arrived a couple weeks ago. And this is my temporary storage unit, which is a screen-in porch. It's freaking cold in Chicago, and we're going to try to lift weights and be healthy. So you could, demotivate me or motivate me as you feel it. Crazy Maisie! Dude, what's up, friend? Haven't seen you in a while. No, not my usual streaming time. Dad Bod, yeah, that's my brand. I put a GoPro on my head and recorded a 16-week half marathon training program. It's totally free. You could access it on a platform called School, Skool. If you search the Pretentious Engineer, the Big Brain Club, you can join and run with me over Tokyo. But now I live in Chicago, so I do fitness because I'm big. I'm like 6'3". Started at 300 pounds. I'm at like 260 right now, so I've lost like 40-ish. And I do long distance running, so I just live stream what I do, and I wanted to make health and wellness accessible to folks who are heavier set, have pre-existing health conditions or prior sports injuries, and going live keeps me accountable to doing the hard crap. I can't handle another platform. These 2 new platforms. Looks like your exercise routine is working quite well. I'm on day... What is it? Let me check my sheet. I gotta update it. Today is day 546 of Dad Bod. I've looped through the program multiple times because it works for me. I run 3 days a week, I lift 3 days a week, and then Beat Saber and foam roll on Sunday. and it does work. But crazy Maisie, how are things in your world? And Justin, I understand not wanting to go to another platform. It's fine. There's too many platforms. There's too much social. Oh, I've missed this mat so much. From Cincinnati to Tokyo to Chicago. Just getting warmed up, friends. Should be a hoot. Let's see. There we go. My phone went black and white. What the heck? Oh my gosh, there's 10 people here. This is the most people I've ever had on a YouTube live. What? Why are you all here? Sounds awesome though. Yeah, so my program on like my community on school is actually focused on engineers. So I've worked as a decade as an engineer in surgical robotics, and then I made a community to help engineers, global leaders, and entrepreneurs find their way. So I have like content to equip people on how to say goodbye or exit their current job and move into something else, targeting like a 30% increase in pay and living where they want. But as like one of the rewards, if you stay in the community for a while and do good engagement, you unlock the half marathon program, which is cool. You're doing fine. That's awesome, Maisie. All right. So we are gonna do, what is our warm up? I don't know what to do. I haven't done this in a while. This is all new. I don't know the right way to lay down on this thing. So I normally do like a quad warm up, but I feel Sprite. So maybe I'll just lift and not stretch. Is that what we want to do today? Is that smart? Let's at least do some lunges just to warm up a little bit. Surgical robotics? Yeah. I'm like an expert at like cutting people up and putting them back together. I worked on that for like half a decade. It's marvelous. I could nerd out on robots and surgery all day. I've attended 30 plus surgeries in Tokyo across like thoracic cancer, which is lungs, colorectal. What else have I seen? I've seen like a kidney transplant. That was wild. But yeah, if you search Johnson & Johnson Ottawa, you can see my work. That sounds dangerous. Well, we put a lot of requirements in place to make sure that the robot doesn't like stab the patient and drag them across the table. So that it's a very remote probability that that happens. Let's see, what are we going to do? So we'll do front lunges. Ooh, I hate lunges so much. Oh, I have my mirror. This is so cool. I've lived as like a nomad for the last, what feels like 2.5 months from our transition from Tokyo to Chicago. Like I've had 2 20-pound dumbbells and that's it. So I've been running, which sucks, but that's what I do. But I haven't been able to like actually lift or have a mat. So this is a nice fresh start for me. Yeah, between each like lift or stretch, I'll engage chat. You can become friends with one another, Justin and Maisie. This is my injured knee. You have something called a bursa sac, which I ruptured in high school and filled with a whole bunch of fluid during my homecoming football game. So I don't have as much mobility on that side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crap. I already don't like this. I should be in bed. Ooh, 5 a.m. circuit. Let's go. That's fantastic, Justin. Dude, this is so fun. Thanks for working out with me. Cutting people up and putting them together. Yeah, that's our slogan for surgical robotics. They shouldn't let me do marketing. I'd be so dangerous as a content creator. Oh my gosh, did we get our first like? This is wild. Somebody gave me a thumbs up. Y'all are too nice. Too special. Alright, we'll do side lunges. But today we're just doing like our normal casual lift day. I think I'm going to target 2 sets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Alright. Very cool. That was me! Did you do the dab? Oh, we got 2 likes now. Y'all are crazy. This is too kind. This reminds me of those survival live streams where a guy just survives in a shack in the forest. Oh, dude. You don't even know. Like, our family's relocated 15 times in the last 3 years. I got 4 kids. Okay, it has been an absolute wild journey. So it does feel like we've been surviving in a shack in the woods. I gotta go to bed or I'm gonna regret it for him. Hey, much love, Justin. I make a lot of content. It's all engineering, it's leadership. The algorithm doesn't always show love, so feel free to drop by the page anytime you feel like it. And looking forward to crossing paths more. But Crazy Maisie, I remember you. I might need a little refresher because I haven't been live in a while of like loosely where you live in the world, what you want to be when you grow up. Help remind me. But I know you've been here. And the name... Oh, man, I know we've had conversations. You gotta catch me up. I haven't been live because I've been all over the map. Alright, so our first... We're skipping all of our workout, or our warm-up. We got squats to side legs. 1 or 2 sets today. Is this a check the box workout, or is this like a make progress workout, or somewhere in the messy middle? It's cold. Gotta hand it to you. Your family wouldn't have been able to be that patient. You know, the patience and resilience comes with time. Alright, so we got squats to side lifts. Last time we did 10 reps of 3. I'm going to try to do longer sets and less sets. So let's do 2 sets and I'll see if I could do 16. Sounds terrible. Alright. So it's just a simple squat and you lift your leg out and then you squat and then you do that and that's 1. Alright. Let's see. The shoulder's right. I have a mirror but it's crooked, which is really disorienting. Sore. That's 1. You want to be as slow as you can on the lift so that you actually get something out of it. If you're just like kicking it out, that's a whole different thing. That's 2. 3. Hi, friend. I see you have a red dot for a profile picture. 4. When we get up to somewhere between 8 and 16, I'll come say hey. 5. Appreciate you, friend. 6. I can tell this is already a sore day. 7. We did 6 miles yesterday. 8. It sucked, but we did it. 9. 10. Let's go past it. 11. I've made a mistake. 12. Shoot. Why did I say 16? That was so stupid. 14. 15. 16. Oh! Okay. Hello, Red. Let's see who you are, friend. Was that the most you've earned in a year? The most I've earned in a year. Oh, what was the most I've earned in a year? That's a good question, Jacob. How would you like me to answer that? Do you want to know like base comp? Or do you want to know like W-2? If you come from a US context. Because I lived as an expat in Japan, so Johnson & Johnson like covers housing when you live internationally. They cover international schooling as well as tax support and a whole bunch of other crap. So your pay becomes like scary inflated even though you don't see any of it. I want to get into exercise but I never do. Maisie! Dude, come join our community at school. It's free. Fitness isn't the main focus of it. It's really about engineering and career advancement. But you can unlock a free program, and then you have 116 days of exercise and accountability you can give a shot with. 3 likes, y'all are crazy. This is too kind. All right, so we did 1 set. Why did we do 16 reps? This is so stupid. It's so hard. Yeah, we did a 6-mile run. It was really like 2.5 miles, and then we walked the rest of it, but we went with a GoPro, and I do podcasting. So I basically like record thoughts on engineering and global leadership between each mile. So I'll like intro it, run in fast forward mode, like I just scrub through me breathing. And when I get to mile 1, I talk about something. So like yesterday I talked about like halo effect, which is this idea of like creating a persona online and how that can actually cause people to feel like they can't engage or that you don't become approachable, and how you can make space for other people to come into proximity with you. So like each mile I kind of chatted about. So I did that yesterday, but I'm sore in the legs. Want to get into exercise. The most you took home, highest take-home pay. Well, I mean, I didn't take home very much because my kids eat it all. I have 4 children. No, I peaked at 100 and what was my last promotion? Detention. It's on the lower end of engineers. 112, I think. 112, and then you still have like year-end performance bonus, stocks, other things. But yeah, that was where I got. The problem was is over 10 years at J&J, I ended up working as like a director of front-end innovation in Japan. But I had done so many lateral moves that I was a senior engineer on paper, even though I was doing director level work. So because of that, they couldn't pay me equitably. So that was part of my exit from Johnson & Johnson. Was like I wasn't set up to feed my family, even though I was doing all this crazy work in robotics. I would have liked to be a lifer there. It's a great company. Gave it 10 years of my life. All right, we got another set of that stupid crap. I don't sugarcoat fitness. I hate it, and I do it because I want to live and be healthy, I guess. This is me whining at 11 o'clock at night. Let's see. I'm going to do a couple deadlifts just to find... There's a lot of soreness running inside. What is that? Not the hamstrings back. Quads are on top. Hip flexor? Hip flexor runs outside. Or is it inside? Something's wrong here. Groin? I don't know. It's sore. So, stand up tall. Before I squat, I like to tuck my tailbone and brace my stomach like I'm being punched in the gut. Get my shoulders rolled back. Nice low squat. Slow on the raise. Woo! So we're going to try to go for 16 again. It's chilly. 2. 3. So we're kind of in a new season of exercising at night. 4, which is very bizarre for me. I'm used to waking up at 4 in the morning and going for runs, but me and my wife have kind of inverted who's working and who's with Akio, my son, and so I have the night shift, and the boy won't sleep through the night, so we're still pushing on that front to get him stable. So the only sure time I have is like 10 o'clock at night till bed. I used to do it in college this way. It's 10, I think. You're all counting for me, right? 11. So like my energy levels, everything's strange. 12 to do it at this time. But as long as I have like a consistent recovery gap between it, it should be okay. I just like to do the hardest thing in the morning. And now I'm doing the hardest thing at night. But hopefully I'll have a little bit more consistency so I can do lives with you. It's 15. This one's burning. 16. Oh man, we're back. This is good. First workout back in a while, friend. Winking Dragon. Sergeant Mason sending love, deployed in Iraq. What's going on here? That intro. is perfect. That is so helpful, Winking Dragon. Nice to meet you, Sergeant Mason. I am not a sergeant. I'm a pretentious engineer and a father of four. I spent time living in Cincinnati, deployed in Tokyo for 3 years working in engineering and global leadership, and now I've landed with family in Chicago. I'm an entrepreneur and I help engineers, global leaders, and entrepreneurs find their way. So I do consulting, and I have a community on a platform called School where I teach people how to quit their job so they can get a new job or a new entrepreneurial opportunity that helps them provide for their family. So nice to meet you, friend. Hey, being a father is better than being a Navy SEAL. Hats off to you. It's hard, but it's not that hard, man. I listen to Jocko Willink. I don't know if you listen to... I mean, if you're military, you have to know Jocko. Like, my wife had a very challenging birth with our fourth in Tokyo. She had she labored for 14 days with 4 attempted inductions. And I was just trying to figure out, like, what do we do? Like, how do we work this situation? How do we navigate the language barrier? And I was listening to a podcast by Jocko where he was reading a book for 3 hours on the pod of just people that survived. Like POWs that survived and just what they did to like work a situation and keep going, and like the difference between like folks that lived and died. And over here I'm like, how do I provide for my wife and all this chaos in this country? I'm just trying to have a baby here, you know? And I was like, well, at least I'm not like in a plane that's actively getting shot down and like navigating all this real world stuff. I was like, I'm so soft. But also like 14 days of labor is no joke. But also like hiding in the wilderness and like eating bugs and crap to live, like it's a whole different thing. Yeah, that's my guy. Dude, he's fantastic. It's neat. I go through seasons of listening to people and then seasons of just making content and sharing what I know. It's like my rotation's the big three. Like I have seasons of Jocko, I have seasons of Joe Rogan once in a while if his guest is interesting. And for me, like my favorite's Diary of the CEO because he doesn't waste time. I've been a content creator for like 4 years in parallel to engineering and leadership. So I put a lot out there. I just started doing a podcast where I run and talk, which is awesome. Stick with it, do what you know, and be better every day. I love it. So Winking Dragon, you are a sergeant still, which I didn't know sergeant was spelled with an A. I thought it was S-E-R-G-E-N-T, but I'm an engineer, so I'm not allowed to spell correctly. So you're sergeant. So how long did it take you to rise to that rank, friend? I even don't know what that means. Like I can tell you in engineering, and it depends on the business, you go from like assistant engineer to like associate to senior to staff, and eventually somewhere in the accolades you have like senior staff to like fellow is like super high, and that's the technical path. And you have the leadership path with manager, senior manager, associate director, director, senior director, VP, president, company group chairman, all that stuff. Alright, we got push-ups. Last time we did 20 reps, 3 sets. I had notes that I went at a moderate pace. Because Winking Dragon's actually here and this is fun, you can choose if you want me to do military push-ups, wide push-ups, standard, whatever pain you want to do. If you want to be mean, you can make me do the closed diamond ones. I haven't done those in forever. It took me 4 years, and I understand. I was a civil engineer. No way! Dude, you gotta come hang out on School. Oh, crap! We still good? I really depend on this thing. I got all my classes and digital notes here. Whew, alright, that was a bad drop. We gotta be more careful with that. It took me 4 years, was a civil engineer before I joined. Dude! Building bridges and crap. I was gonna be a civil engineer till I totaled my car, and I rebuilt it from the ground up, and that's what led me into mechanical. You better do those military push-ups. Don't let me down. All right, I can't hit 20 of them yet, so I'll do good form on my toes to the best depth I can. We'll focus on a moderate pace so it burns and sucks, and then I'll go for 8. I could drop the knees to get to 12 if I need to. So we'll see. Let's do the best we can. I'm a big boy. All right. The ground's not level. Where do we go? That's so bizarre. Over here? Actually, if it's sloping down, I can make it worse. Oh, whatever. Alright. Let's get to work. Military. Nice and mellow. Oh, what do you know? I'm stronger than I thought. Alright, we got 12. Alright. As an engineer, the height of my career was getting the green light to be involved on a project working on the Empire State Building. Dude! That is so cool! That is amazing. I worked in surgical robotics, which is also cool. Way to go, Big 12. Yeah, I'll take it. I got one more set. We're just doing 2 sets today. Because it's late. And for me, one of the things I've found with fitness is like, every once in a while, you have to just check a box. Like, for instance, for my rhythm and routine, making sure that doesn't fall off. I run 3 days a week because I train for half marathons, and then I lift 3 days a week and do Beat Saber and foam rolling on Sundays. I always wanted to go into robotics. There is still time to learn, dude. Like, if you just get off of YouTube and TikTok, you can actually go to MIT OpenCourseWare. You can study any robotics courses, software courses that you want completely for free. You won't get the credentialing, but if you really want to move into the spaces, like, it's totally possible. Just teach yourself an hour a day and then make cool things. He's a geek, but I admire it. Don't tell him I need to stay. Dude, engineers go hard, okay? I have pulled some crazy nights making these robots do things that are just magical. Robots are hard. It's incredibly difficult. I think, and they're expensive. Like, J&J's put 16 billion USD into robotics over multiple acquisitions. Like, I was the 16th employee in surgical robotics, and we grew to a franchise with like 3,000 people working on it across multiple companies. It's awesome. Like, it's so fun. But, oh, shoot, what was I going to say? I lost my way, friend. I got excited about the Empire State Building. What did you do on it? It was already, you didn't build it. You'd be like 100 and something years old, right? Isn't the Empire State Building like the first really tall, like, it was the tallest building in the world for a season? But I thought they put it up in the, it was 1900s. Was it 1800s? Yeah, you would know better than I did. I like the charisma out here. It's hard. Dude, you could get up and learn anything you want. It's just a matter of like what you care about. Like, I taught myself sales because I quit J&J after 10 years of service and stayed in Tokyo without a business. I was like, I need to figure out how to sell. So I taught myself how to sell. Like, you could teach yourself how to do anything. Like, I was an engineer for 10 years, and it's like, never mind, I guess now I sell and I'm a consultant. Like, you sense the confidence? Anyone can fake their way through charisma. It just takes time. It needed minor fixtures, and only some people were allowed to fixture to work on. And you were in the experience circle. That's cool. So you went from civil into military. So where'd that jump come from? All right, I'm stalling. While you tell me a little bit about like the progression, because it's awesome. I will make myself do 12 more of those terrible push-ups you assigned to me. Thank you, Sergeant. All right. All right, here we go. Sore. good. I need it. I've been so transient. It's nice to just have a gym, surrounded by boxes. Well, I ended up getting fired because of faulty regulations that were unclear to me at the time. And on the brink of being homeless, I enlisted. Dude, you got it done though. You figured out what to do. I'm so sorry you got fired. So you were a civil engineer. And the rest is history. So how long did you do engineering? So I'm assuming 4-year degree. Civil's 4 to 5 depending on which program you go into. And then you practice for a certain amount of years. Faulty regulations were unclear to me at the time. So then you got laid off or fired. And then you had probably a pretty high burn rate. Like, I don't know when. 4 years ago, where's the economy? Is that the Trump administration? I don't know where it was from a civil perspective. Like, we just moved to Chicago in October, and I'm still struggling to find engineering and leadership roles. Like, they're being posted, but AI sucks. Like, everything's super filtered on resumes. So it takes a lot of connections to actually get to an interview. So in parallel, I'm looking at like second shift stuff so I can stay home with my son while my wife works during the day, and then I can work like 3 p.m. to 11, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, that's a crazy transition. Do you want to get back into engineering? Because some people do their 4 years and they're out, or their 5 years and they're out from military, or do you want to like keep so, you want to eventually like be at the military parade with the president? Alright, so we did our 2 sets of push-ups. I don't want to do this next one. So we have single leg deadlifts. What do we want to do? 15? Maybe 20s. I was an engineer for 3 years, then joined the Army. Rose the ranks pretty quick because of my work. Dude, you're a Navy SEAL? SEAL Team 5? What? Okay. Are you playing a little bit, Winking Dragon? That's pretty fast. SEAL after 4 years? That's wild. I want to believe it, though, because that'd be epic. That's definitely hard. That's a lot harder than I'm built for. Alright, let's see. Let's do 20s. Now, I'm having some groin challenges, so I don't want to push this too hard. Very injury adverse. So we're just going to balance on one foot. We want the weight to slide along the front leg, kick the other one back, and then squeeze our butt at the top, but we're doing it single leg. And we'll see how well my balance fares. A little bit easier with a mirror. Frick! These weights are cold. It's 2. That's a wobble. No, 3. 4. There we go. 5. Finding it. Oh, lost it. 6. 7. 8. Let's just hit the other side before we lose it, and then we'll catch up on chat. 1. 2. Woo. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Alright, let's catch up. Let's see this craziness about SEAL Team 5. When you're focused on yourself, you can do anything! I've been enlisted for about 9 years. Okay. So I've had plenty of time. It didn't happen as quickly as making it seem. No, you're fine, dude. You don't have to defend yourself. Like, the internet's just full of wonderful people. And I have always had the tendency of giving people the doubt, besides giving them like my social security number and address. So, hey, if you're on the SEAL team, you're on the SEAL team, my friend. Appreciate you. Dookie, man. Guess who's back again, yo? It's been a minute. It's been so long, friend. And I appreciate you being here, Dookie. So a little bit of context, a little speed run for any of the other lurkers besides Winking Dragon. My name's Joe Isosaki. I'm a pretentious engineer, so I provide unsolicited engineering critique on the world's most challenging problems. I have a community on school where I help engineers, global leaders, and entrepreneurs find their way. And I do fitness content because it holds me accountable. I'm a 6'3" guy with a lot of spinal issues. I got 2 compressed discs in my lower back. I used to get epidural injections every other month. A lot of debilitating pain in that, and I've been able to work with multiple rehab and strength and conditioning to lose about 40 pounds. I went from 300 to 260, and I've run 4 or 5 half marathons over the last 546 days. So I just bring people into the mix of my fitness, and it provides a great opportunity just to connect across the ethos of the internet. And for folks who are looking to go a little farther, collaborate with me beyond the live, they can hang out in my free community on school with other great people and maybe learn something too. Eminem reference. Maybe. Did I reference Eminem? It's been a minute. I'm trying to replay the last 2 minutes of speaking. Let's say yes. Let's say it's so deep. You still remember me, right? I remember you. I don't remember everything about you because it's been a while. We just also moved from Tokyo to Chicago. So we're in the in-laws' wonderful screen and porch, which is housing a lot of our shipped goods reference. It's been about a month now. Yeah. It's been a while. Been a little longer, I think. Yeah, so we did, for context on Chicago, we lived in Tokyo. I was advancing surgical robotics for Johnson & Johnson. Our family moved 12 times in 1 year with 4 kids. And right as we were having our 4th child, so we did it with 3 kids, and then right when we were having our 4th child, I received notice that my assignment was ending prematurely at right around the 2-year mark. And I did everything I could to secure a new role in Johnson & Johnson in the region, and because of organizational scarcity, I was impacted. So I made a strategic exit in order to continue life in Japan at risk. So we had no visa sponsorship, we had no jobs, and we pulled a $75,000 personal loan to keep our kids in international schooling. So we did all-in entrepreneurship and consulting for about 6 months, and our burn rate it exceeded our revenue, which caused us to make a quick decision to pull our kids out of school, reclaim some of that tuition, and we used about $20,000 of that to load up all our possessions and move it to Chicago, and we're in a full reset, staying with the in-laws. So we're trying to pay that down. I'm currently looking for jobs while also building a paid community down the road on a platform called School, so doing like high-ticket consulting through that. And so I'm an engineer, leader, entrepreneur, father, fitness guy. So that was set 1. Let me take some notes on that, and we will do set 2 of our single leg deadlift. But that's what's up. Relocating the platoon, no internet for a while, so I'm heading out. It's been absolutely great talking with you. Stay frosty. Mason over and out. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you, Sergeant. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that because I'm not actually in the military, but I appreciate you. I don't know the rules, okay? I'm just a normal guy. I'm an average citizen. It turns into like one of those military movies where someone just picked up off the street and has to like lead and fight. That ain't me. All right, so we did 20 pounds. We did 8 reps. 1 set. I'm going to say fast pace. Well, you can salute. Much respect. Well, hey, Winking Dragon, I hope to see you again. I hope to see you again. Have fun moving your platoon, dude. Stay safe out there. Enjoy SEAL life. That's awesome. All right. Hey, thanks for the hearts, friends. And the likes. We're up to 4 likes today. That's wild. It's the little things in life. It makes it fun. All right, let's do our deadlifts. I would do them sideways, but then I will fall over because I won't have a mirror. So you'll have to imagine that I have good form, which I don't. Also, this shoulder slips, so I have to like work on squaring up. Okay. cold hands, so we might as well start. So I like to, I start sometimes with like a double deadlift real quick, just to find a little bit of the motion. Swing at the top, tuck tailbone, brace core, center on one leg, and that sucks. That's one. Support form. 2. Yeah, like this is stuff I definitely couldn't do when I was first injured. 3. But I slowly rebuilt. And now I'm built different. 4. 5. No, 6. I'm trying to go too fast because I don't like it. Slow, slow, slow. We're impatient. Embrace the suck. There you go. 8. The other side. 1. Had a nice hip pop there. A little shift. 2. 3. 4. 6, but at least tomorrow we get our recovery run. That's cool. 7. And 8. Woo! Frick. The worst. By the way, friends, I complain the whole time I work out. Like, I hate all of this. I love the progress and the results. I think we all like the fruit. We don't like to do the things that suck. It's the things that suck that really matter the most, right? 2 sets. All right, we have single arm dumbbell row. We're going to be cranking it. Crank that soldier boy. You. Did I just give away my age? I'm still a youngin'. I'm still 32. All right. Single arm. I think that's on a bench, isn't it? Dumbbell row. Yeah, I think we get to bust out the bench. Do we want to lift heavy? Want to have a little fun? Might as well. We're here. All right. Maybe we'll go for 30s with good form. We could push to 40, but I think I'd lose form, and I want to start to lock things in. Alright, so let's get our bench up. Imported. This is a nice imported mini bench from Tokyo for little Japanese people. Because they are smaller, they're not as heavy. Let's see. I'm confused. There we go. Found it. Come on. The hands are getting cold. Are you serious? There we go. This is too high. Crap. Nice. Let's lift some things. It's 11:31. I'll leave. I have school tomorrow. Hey, me too. Are we in the same time zone now? That's so fun. All right. Let's get to work. Size this whole thing up. Yep, still wobbly as hell. All right. And we're gonna dip. Roll it. Oh, this is gonna be great. I've needed this. This is probably where like half my issues have been. Is a lack of rows in my life. So, very excited. It's gonna be chilly. I have 3 more exercises left. It's fantastic. Let's make sure my wife hasn't messaged me. No. Wait, how is it 11:31? In what universe? It's 11:13. How have you shifted 14 minutes into the future? That's wild. I feel lied to. Alright. Pull my pants. And we're going to focus on slow. We're going to do up, 3, 2, 1, up. That kind of rhythm. And 8 to 12, depending on how it feels. I always just get like this free butt stretch every time I do it. Like I try to stretch the outside of my glute because it's nice. So you get a little wobble if you have a bench. It's worth it. Oh, shoot, there's comments. I was gonna exercise. I'll leave at 11:31. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, Dookie. Chanano. That sweater makes you look like chorizo. Like a chorizo. Chorizo's oishi. Wow, I just mixed Japanese and Spanish. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Oh, nah. Alright, let's get it. Get your hip stretch. I earned this sweater by running in a really freaking cold run. I did a half marathon like 2 days after Thanksgiving. In Chicago, I think, what was the weather? It was 2 degrees Fahrenheit with 30-mile-an-hour winds for 13.1 miles. Absolutely miserable. And it was neat because when everyone like showed up to the starting line, like they got out of their cars and just walked across the street to the starting line, there's maybe like, felt like only a couple hundred of us. It was a really small run. There was this shared energy as we had our hands in our pockets doing this of like, we screwed up. This is not a fun race. This is not a good time. This is bad. But we got the sweater and donuts at the end, and the donuts would have been good if they weren't frozen. Also, any of like the Gatorade water stuff they handed out was slushies. The last thing you want while you're running in the freezing cold is a slushie. It was just a hell of a run, man. So bad. So we're gonna do nice form over here. Neutral out. So drop. And then up. 2, 3, 4. Drop. 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 2, 3, 4. That's 6. 2, 3, 4, 7. 2, 3, 4. Let's get one more. Come on. 2, 4. Nice. That's good form. I've needed that. My back has been all wonky because I haven't been able to get that pull during the last couple weeks. So very happy about that. Let's keep going. This way. So nice. Right. Tuck your tailbone. Tuck your core. Start neutral. Drop. Up. 2, 3, 4. Dip. Up. 2, 3, 4. Dip. Up. 2, 3, 4. Dip. freaking hard. Dip. I got 6. 3. One more. Got one more set. Whew. Making good progress, friends. Thanks for being here. For anyone new, my name's Joe. I don't know, I do fitness and engineering and leadership and have a community on school. Do a whole bunch of weird stuff. I got 4 kids and I've lived in Tokyo and now I'm in Chicago. That's your speed intro of the day. Where are you all from? What do you want to be when you grow up? Those are the questions of the day. What do you want to be when you grow up? That's great. We did this with 30, so that was 1 set. I could go up on weight, but I don't want to. But welcome to my grandma's screen and porch dash. Free storage. For the season we're in. Our life is in boxes. It's magical. All right. I still like that comment after the Teresa thing. Ah, nah. What? Alright. What I love about rows, if you do them right, like, you know, there's things called wings, your lats, like I feel stronger, even though I don't pose or none of that stuff. Like, I don't lift for aesthetics. We'll see, maybe someday. For me, I'm just trying to get fit and well, and it's working out. So far, day 546. Get it. All right. We got a little bit more left. And stretch. It's a freebie. It's there. What did you say here? Well, I got a lol out of Dookie. Appreciate you, friend. How are we doing on battery? We're still alive. We're good. Dookie, should I finish this workout? Should I actually make it to the end or should I quit? There's always time to quit, right? We don't have to be here. I could be doing anything else right now. I could be sleeping. But we got box step up. We got forearm planks. We could do it, right? Come on. Lift the weight off the ground. Just here we go. Another moment of pain and gratitude, I guess. And snot. That was so gross. Okay. Oh, I gotta move. Can't see in the mirror, right? Then we'll check our friend Dookie's comment. Don't you leave yet. It's not 31. Is it 31? I don't know what time it is. We're almost done. All right, dip. Up. 2, 3. The slow release is everything. 2, 3. Dip. It's 2. Up. 2, 3, 4. That's 3. Up. 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Dip. Up. 2, 3, 4. It's 5. Dip. Up. 2, 3, 4. That's 6. Up. 2, 3. 7. I'm fatigued. Up. 2, 3, 4. You know, friends, that's right where you want to end stuff like that. Like, you want to get into that failure. Yeah! Appreciate the intensity. So Dookie, it's been a while since you've caught a live, since we've connected, in all of your wonder. Have you seen like any of the content I've been putting out? Just because you don't comment, it's not a dig. By the way, I would recognize your name more. But yeah, have you seen any of like the short form stuff I've been doing, or any of the long form stuff I've been doing? And if any of it's interesting, let me know. But I've done 2 series lately. I used to do like really cool, higher quality engineering edits and just like sarcastic, snarky, and funny. And I've been trying to be like helpful. Oh, some. Okay, cool. So like somewhere like I just sit out on a bench and talk about engineering and leadership and try to provide some help for people making their way. And then the other content I've been doing, I'm like putting these dots on a board and I'm trying to like track activity each day just to work towards building my own business, which has been interesting. Not a lot, limited amount of videos. Hey, that's fine. What kind of engineer are you? I'm everything, Joaquin. Is that how I say it? Joaquin? Vicente? Nice to meet you, friend. Like 12 shorts. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Dookie, I've made like 1,920 something shorts. It's crazy. Close enough. Joaquin? See, I wanted to say Joaquin because that was the CEO of Johnson Johnson, but it's OA. It's not a wah sound, right? It's a wool. Joaquin. I'm probably making it worse and worse. You said close enough, and now it's like that's too far. Just stop. Just give up. Just another white guy out here ruining things for people. White Japanese guy. But yeah, Joaquin, so you asked a question. What kind of engineer are you? So I started as a mechanical engineer at the University of Illinois. I worked for Johnson & Johnson for a decade. During the course of my career, I progressed from a design engineer, who's the person who makes medical devices. I did a lot in robotic surgery, to robotics controls engineering, which is software, as well as algorithm development to actually like have a user move some kind of interface and the robot like matches. Did a lot in that space, and I moved into a systems engineering role where I owned a cascade of all requirements that are driven by risks associated with instruments on a robot and a patient and a user. Like all that messy middle of like making sure we design a robotic surgical system that doesn't stab people and become a murder bot. And then I had the opportunity to relocate to Tokyo with my family as a director of front-end innovation Japan. So that was more of a marketing, global leadership hybrid role where I traveled across the region, attended 30 plus surgeries. So I saw like lung cancer surgeries, colon cancer surgeries, liver transplants. Not liver transplants, you need your liver. What's the other one? Kidney? I saw a kidney transplant. Please don't transplant your liver unless you're dead. Like, if you're not using it, then you can give it away. I saw liver cancer surgeries. And then I directed an ecosystem of like 30 engineers to develop new technologies. Then I made a strategic exit to continue life in Japan. So I went all in on Tokyo entrepreneurship. So I consulted different startups in that space. And then our revenue did not exceed our burn rate because as expats, we have really expensive housing for costs as well as like really expensive international schooling costs for our 4 kids. So we moved back to Chicago. So we're in a reset. So right now I'm actually looking at like second shift stuff while my wife has a job assessing taxes, which is kind of cool. And then I'm doing content creation, and I have a community on a platform called School that helps engineers progress towards global leadership and to progress towards entrepreneurship. And that's all free. So yeah, I'm at Purdue University. Oh my gosh, we need to be friends. Okay, so I went to U of I. We weren't friends at the time, but now we could be friends. I'm an aerospace and mechanical engineering major with a minor in computer science. Is there any engineering you would prefer not to do? Just stacked 3 of the hard things together. That's awesome. No, that's fantastic. So what do you want to do with that? Do you want to make planes? Do you want to make things that move, like cars? Do you want to make space cars with software in them? I mean, you got... Like, I tended towards mechatronics, which is computer control of electromechanical systems. Aerospace plus mechanical with some CS makes sense. If you can be great at all 3, like, why the heck not? And if we're honest, computer science with ChatGPT, like, there's so many crutches you have to be competent. Heck, I mean, ChatGPT can outperform a lot of coders nowadays. So that's cool, dude. Yeah, tell me more. Tell me what you want to be when you grow up. All right. We need to do this side. We did the other one, and then we'll be done with this. All right, here we go. Dip. Up. 2, 3, 4. Dip. Up. 2, 3. Up. 3. That's 4. I just feel like bonus on this side. Woo! Let's write that down so we know that we're done. Single arm dumbbell rows. Oh, we have box step ups. Good God. Why do I do these terrible things? I wanted to sign spacecrafts. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool, dude. So what led you down that path? Like, what's your, like, do you know Ikigai? Some folks know it. College, I don't know if you've picked that one up yet. It's kind of a corporate buzzword. But it comes from a Japanese context. If you imagine a Venn diagram with 4 circles that overlap, one circle's like what you love to do, one's like what you could be paid to do, one's like what you're good at, and one's what the world needs. Then if you could center all 4 of those, it normally is like an ikigai, or like a purpose-driven life. So when you talk about like you want to design spacecrafts, a lot of times that comes from experiences somewhere in your life or something you've seen that are driving you towards the pursuit of that. And if you can get it centered where you like can progress and be learning and doing that, being paid for it, and the world needs it, and it's fun, and you're good at it, like that's pretty cool. So just curious where that desire comes from, friend. It's super awesome. All right, we have box step up, which no, fine. Step up on the box. It's not that hard. Put your leg there. We did 6 miles yesterday, so like all of this is just telling me this is bad. This is no. It's giving no is what it's giving for you Gen Xers. This feels very dangerous with socks. Dude. The goal is to go as slow as possible on the decline. So it's almost like a deep squat out of it. My knee stability has gotten so much better over the last 500 plus days. I used to have to use like sticks in physical therapy to try to do this. 6, 7, 8. Why are we doing 9? Fine, weird sets of 9, I guess. That's bizarre. Shake it out. Lock your core in. Sometimes before doing this, if you have lower back issues, like I had compressed discs, if you do a deadlift, squeeze at the top and then tuck your tailbone. When you're lifting your leg, if your tailbone isn't tucked and your core is not engaged, it could actually be really vulnerable on your sacrum and where your spine meets. So I always make myself feel like I'm getting punched in the stomach before I step up. Like I keep this taut the whole time. Oh God! Unless I'm scared. This one's got all kinds of problems. 2. That was a dab. 3, 4. Don't worry, Mr. Aerospace. I'm coming for you. I see your comment. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, those sets didn't make any sense. My eyes just shut on me. But you gotta stay, you gotta lurk so I get the views. If you leave, the YouTube algorithm will abandon me. I'll be forsaken, stepping on this box alone. I was really inspired by how Elon Musk is advancing space travel and exploration. And it made me feel like I need to contribute and really want to be a part of it. Finish your workout first. No, this is how I do it. Like, I need like a moment to breathe and process between each set. And I love live streaming lifts because it gives me like pause to think in pieces. I also live stream when I run. Like I put a GoPro on my head and chat with people. And it's different on a run. It's a little bit harder to follow the conversation. I still do the best I can,
A lot of times people just end up chatting with one another, especially if I'm doing like more of my timed runs. Those things suck. No, that makes a lot of sense though. So you're captivated by like the future state vision of the world, or exploration of worlds that he's building towards. It's really cool. Okay, so and are you? What year are you in college? Like, have you landed any interns or anything? Internships? And how are you prepping for that? Well, my time here was limited, but it's nice to check in and know if you're still at it. And keep going, the road is pretty straight now. I don't know if I spelled straight right. Go to bed, Dookie man. We'll see you again in the future, dude. Much love. It's nice to hang out. Alright. So let me take note of that. So we did box step up. We did 8 reps. We did 9 reps, 1 set, so we have 1 more set. Yeah, Joaquin, like you are, in many ways, like my ideal customer avatar, even though you don't have any money because you're in college, you're at the front end of my pipeline. So I have like digital products that I'm building out over time, but most of them I make accessible and completely free, and then that's for like 90% of my audience. College students are in that audience, and then as people actually like step into their career and I've built a relationship with them over time, as they run into pain points, some of my other stuff makes a lot more sense. But like for you, I have a community on a platform called School, Skool. If you search Big Brain Club on School, I have like a little intro video that goes through like the community and what I'm building. But I have like global leaders, entrepreneurs in there from all over the world. Right now we're up to like 58 members, but I think we'll probably scale to about 200 in the next month or so. But I think it'd be an awesome space for folks in college to be able to connect, to find new opportunities and jobs, and just to learn how the corporate world really works. I give away 9 free classes, which is like about 6 hours of content, but it should give you a really good understanding of like some of the challenges you're going to navigate in the real world of engineering. So check it out. It could be helpful. Don't check it out if you don't want to, but I interact with that community more frequently. So while I put out content and do lives, I check my DMs in School much more often, and I give like little video Q&A with people and things like that as well. Who knows, you might end up in my YouTube content. That's the other fun stuff. All right, let's do another set. In case I don't see you, good afternoon and good morning, good afternoon, good night. Is that the Truman Show? Oh my gosh, you're so meta, Dookie. Love it. Love it. All right. It's too darn cold. It's 40 degrees. This is the one. It's so sore. All right. So I gotta get my form. I want my shoulders back. Be big and strong. It's so funny because like we're living in the Truman Show now. Like it's real. This is the Truman Show. Like people are just like eyeballs on my life. Like when I first started doing TikTok 5 years ago, my first like TikTok series after I made a couple videos and figured it out, I was like, moving to Japan part 1, moving to Japan part 2, moving to Japan part 57. I made engineering content, Japan life content, VR content, like immersing people in that life, and now I have a community of engineers together that are all in each other's lives. Oh, we just turned that into a cardio move. That's not what it's supposed to be at all. It's real. We only have 1 exercise after this one. 3. Woo! Left foot hates this. 4. 5. 6. 8. Give my form a B- on that. Maybe. Last chat when you read this. I'm already asleep. Hey, but you're still lurking. Dude, we've held steady at least 5 viewers. That's great. We got 5 likes. It's nice and refreshing to be back. It's cool. Oh man. All right. So I don't want to do this. I do not. No. No, 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 no. Forearm planks, crap. Alright, let's clean up a little bit to stall, and we'll just do some planks. It's not a big deal. And we can go to bed. Have a good night. Whew. I feel like that Snoop Dogg quote. Like, I want to thank me for working so hard. I want to thank me for staying up late. I don't want to do planks. Can somebody do planks for me? I'll thank you for doing them for me. I don't have a stopwatch. They're inside, so I'm just gonna count to 60. I need to get lighting out here. Crap. Put all that away. Shoot. Alright. Well, we know what we need to do next. Oh, here we go. Okay. Do I want to do it on my hands or my forearms? I think it said forearm planks, so we'll be true to the plankage. 60 seconds. Yuck. Just suck up and do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We wanted 60, but we didn't want it that bad. Oh, man. It's lovely. Lovely. Thank you all for being here, friends. Much appreciated. We did 40 seconds. We have one more set of that. We're almost done. Yeah, I hope y'all are having a good evening, good morning, depending on where you're at. It's the cool thing about the internet, you can be anywhere hanging out with me. And there's always a weird realization of like how many people like watch your stuff while they're in the bathroom. But like I watch people's stuff when I'm in the bathroom. So like somebody out there is in the bathroom right now. It's crazy. Okay, so here's my plan. I'm fatigued. I don't want to do another set of planks, so I'm going to. But when I start to get fatigued and want to quit, I'm going to trick myself by just doing leg raises, which technically makes it harder, but the little bit of movement makes it less like quicksand. So let's do it. Oh.
Absolutely dreadful. Alright. Oh, can you hear the people say a song of angry man? Let's finish and go to bed. I'm tired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Oh my god, talking during that sucks. Whew. Wasn't that just lovely? Whew. Hey, we got one more bonus rep. Simple stuff. It's just a speed skater. Alright. Just checking something. Alright. Now this one's supposed to be 2 minutes, which is 120. I will spare you and just count to 120 in my head. And this will be the end of my first live in Chicago working out. Like, from a lift perspective, y'all have made it amazing. You've reminded me why I like doing this. Okay, roll back, get strong. Going for 60 or 40. $50. 60. Let's keep going. 70. 80. Let's go. 90. 100. Ugh. That was awful. I need to check something real quick. Oh, I can share this live. That's pretty cool. Alright, I know how to do this in the future. Well, friends, thank you for the time. It's almost midnight, so I'm going to kill it. But much love. Appreciate you all. Again, feel free to float into the Big Brain Club on School, SKOOL, if you are interested in getting a bigger brain for free, besides the effort you have to put into the journey. And I will see you on the next one. Keep changing the world, y'all. Later.